Hello, I'm the Furry Skeptic, and I wanted to give you guys a little bit of knowledge. I want to follow this up on a longer, more in-depth detail video, but as a molecular biologist, I think that maybe I should be able to contribute a little bit to society, because society's really far back in molecular biology, and I'm sure a lot of other fields that I'm not knowledgeable about, but at least in my profession, when people are like, oh, science, DNA, I'm like, that's kind of like the early 90s at most. Right now, it's all about epigenetics, and I'm personally a gene therapist, so that's a really fun job. Look for that in the next few years. Look up the CEO. She had 2 types of life extension gene therapy done to her. It's really, really cool. It's really, really awesome, and at least if I can't get, work in the future, maybe I can just, run stuff quietly out of my garage. Don't tell anyone, just a few $1,000s. Life extension. Super smart kids. Super strong! But that's neither here nor there. Today I'm going to tell you about epigenetics. How does a neuron cell become a neuron cell, but a muscle cell becomes a muscle cell? They have the same DNA in them, right? Why isn't the coding just going to make them the same? Well, by having epigenetics, you can turn on or off a gene. By having a layer of coding of small molecules that make the DNA more or less accessible to all the machinery that come by and read it and turn proteins into proteins. Epigenetics is so cool that we found these layers of code on top of DNA actually can be passed down to your children. If you smoke cigarettes, you may or may not be chancing this epigenetic coding down to your children to give them cancer that we don't know how to turn around. Well, when you screw with epigenetics, it seems like the 2 things that happen a lot are neural shit and cancer. But, science may one day be able to get rid of that predisposition to cancer that you give them that accumulates over generations. Hey. But, on the other hand, epigenetics, or the addition of these molecules, cause DNA to wrap tighter or looser around structural proteins called histones. By making it looser, machinery can come in and read this coding, or by making it tighter, the coding comes in and the DNA is less accessible to the machinery. Thus, you can have the difference between a neural cell or a muscle cell even though they have the same DNA. Check out for more information on epigenetics. It's really cool.